Hey everybody, I'm going to do a very quick walkthrough of other desert cities today, looking at the main features. This just got a really great update for iOS, improving the preset system, a few other things. Main thing is it's now available for iPhone as well as iPad on iOS. iOS version's only $7 as well, which is great. This is $80 on desktop. If you are buying this or anything else for desktop on Plugin Boutique, if you use my link, it'll help my channel, guys, at no cost to you. Thank you so much to people using those links. You'll find all that stuff in the pinned comment. So let's take a look at this. So we have 6 different delay algorithms. So currently I've got this one, Cactus, selected. This is basically like having tape, that you can speed up and slow down, right? For the delays. We have different controls every time we choose different algorithms, but basically we've got our delay times over here. We can have synced times or free times, right? Here, we've got the main delay settings. Here we've got some diffusion settings that can make it a bit more reverby. And then here some kind of mix settings, dry, wet, various levels, panning settings, and so on. Over here, the main feedback. Here, the main mix. Here we have LFOs, 2 LFOs and an envelope follower. And it's just crazy easy to assign modulation in this. Like if I just tap on a knob, like regen, for example, then now we can see here it says destination regen. If I, start bringing this in, then now that's being modulated by LFO1, whose controls I can tweak over here. If I bring this in, now it's being modulated by LFO2. And here, by the envelope follower, and the settings for that are here. Let's look at a different example. So what did I call this one? Multitap modding spread. Okay, so this is just a multitap delay, right? And we just adjust the knob here to set the number of taps. You can see I've set this one to 4 taps and this one to 10. And then I can dial in the volume for each of these with my finger, right? The spread control is interesting. That will basically slightly change the times of the delays. If we push that to the right, it'll make delay 1's time a little bit longer and delay 2's time will be a little bit shorter, and vice versa if we go to the left. That's really nice for these kind of woozy effects, especially if you're modulating it. Super cool. So I did this one, just to show you don't have to go crazy with this. I just called it Guitar Subtle Stereo. Here we've just got a stereo delay. That's the Desert Shores algorithm. I do love the names of the algorithms and stuff. Here, I've got pretty low regen, so low feedback. That's what that's like if we crank that. It does get a bit gritty. I mean, I don't even have saturation up there, but let's increase saturation there. And we have low and high cut options. Spread these out. Crossfade is an option you'll find in most of them. Feed to the left, signal into the right, delay, and so on. So, about subtle, by the way, if you just first get this app and you're going through the presets, they tend to be really crazy, and they won't actually sound very good on most of the stuff that you're feeding them. It's far better to just, flick through them maybe, but, just learn the app. It's very easy to learn and make your own presets in every single case, generally. So this is really cool. This is a granular delay, and you can see I've pitched this up here, and then we have various options. We can quantize the pitch. So, it's just going to be quantized to octaves. You see the only choice here is +12 and 0. or fifths, right? Or semitones, right? Or free. And an option to, randomize the pitch, and various typical options that you'd get in Granular, like grain size, and where the grains are taken from in the buffer. And how far back will it go to grab audio to granulate? And again, filter cut options. Regreen will set whether the granular delay is sent back in through the feedback system. So that can cause pitch changes and stuff. So this is another subtle one, just stereo delay, cuts, no modulation, nice low cut and high cut there to make it a lot cleaner. It's definitely easy to go too crazy with this, and that really will often not sound very good. Guitar subtle, low regeneration, okay, low regen amount, and crossfeed. So this is using the reverse delay algorithm. This reflect button will set whether the reversed signal goes into the feedback, or just the normal forward version will be fed back in. So if you turn this on, you'll basically get, it'll alternate between sounding reversed and not. And that can be pretty cool. Guitar wet, short. So short delay times, very wet, high mix level here, high regeneration, and crossfeed. This is again the reverse one, but a very short one. Wow. You know what? That's a good reminder, actually. If you're playing around with this and your input audio is fairly loud, be super careful, because you can absolutely destroy maybe your headphones, or use a limiter with this. Just go back to the granular one for a second, and just remind you, how cool it can be to take this and slow it down in the looper or whatever of your choice. And here I'm just using that little Midnight Plaza slow downer. It's just so easy to use this. I do wish this had a dry wet knob. I don't know why it doesn't, but you can always just use it as a sound effect. Alright everyone, I hope this little trip through other desert cities was useful for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.